Hey, what's up, my fellow agents? How you guys doing? Sascha Chatman here, your real estate tech ninja, Coach Sascha, bringing you guys another fire video. I got a treat for you guys today. We're going to talk to a new agent who is tearing it up in this market in 2022. All right, guys, we're going to go agent to agent conversation with Paul Brown. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This guy got some really good tips for you. Let's go. So I wanted to tell you a story, man, because I feel like you got a very unique story, and a lot of people need to hear that. Agents need to hear successful agents out there, especially in 2022, because the market's crazy. So
Yeah.
let's jump on in this, okay? Tell me, what is your favorite food?
Oh, pizza, pepperoni.
Pizza, pepperoni. Okay, yeah. I like pepperoni. Can't go wrong with that. What is your favorite dessert?
Probably vanilla ice cream.
What is your favorite hobby to release stress? What do you do to relax?
Play some video games, the kids.
What kind of video games?
But right now,
I'm
we're
curious.
just Nintendo Switch and it. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart? Okay. All right, so let's talk about your journey, man. Let's talk about your journey into real estate real quick. How long have you been an agent?
5.5 months since I signed on with my broker.
5.5 months. Okay. And real quick, let's get your information up here, Paul, for everybody to know where can they catch you at? Like where are you located exactly?
My home office is in Newburgh, Indiana.
What did you do before you jumped into real estate?
Factory worker. Works
Factory.
60 hours a week or more, depending on if we work weekends. So made the seats for Toyota for the Highlanders. Yeah.
What made you decide that you wanted to get into real estate though?
It's always been a dream of mine since 15 years ago, 16 years ago. So I
Well,
lost my mom about 2 years
uh,
ago, and she was the
mhm.
one pushing me. That was your dream. You need to chase your dreams.
Because
Yeah,
how long were you up at the factory?
15 years between
Okay.
factory jobs. So
So you had built up retirement pension and all that stuff through the factory, right?
yeah,
And so there's a little bit of safety and security there, right?
right.
A little bit. But jumping into real estate, I mean, this is commission based work.
Yeah,
How did you feel about that? Did that make you nervous?
yeah, a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
it was a big leap, but if you don't take that chance, then you can't live on what ifs.
I like that. That's very true. You can't live on what ifs. Now, Paul, I didn't ask this question real quick. Where's your brokerage? Who are you brokered with right now?
ERA, First
ERA.
Advantage.
Okay, First Advantage, and that's a smaller brokerage in your area?
Actually, it's a bigger brokerage. It's national. They have a national brokerage, but they have, well, my broker has 7 offices in the area.
No, that's not small at all then. You're right.
No,
So talk to us because you've been in the game for 5.5 months, right?
yeah,
And I think did you find me off of YouTube? Is that
yeah,
how we hooked
yeah,
up? Okay.
yeah. I think I was looking at Real Geeks. I
Hmm.
was looking at reviews, and you popped up.
Okay, there we go. Hey, we'll take that all day, every day. So you found me off of Real Geeks and you reached out and you just wanted to talk shop about Real Geeks. That's how we kind of got started here, right?
Yeah,
In talking to you, I know a little bit of your story, but I started realizing that you was already doing some business. Five
yeah.
and a half months, you have what? How many have you closed so far? And what do you have on the board right now?
I have 5 deals closed already, and then
Five
I have
deals.
3 listings and one sale pending.
I'm trying to tell people out here, man, brand new agent has done a deal, one deal a month, plus has three listings and one pending, right? Guys, I gotta say that's 9 deals that he's gonna have done here inside 5, 6 months, give or take, whatever, right? But people are struggling in the market. So here's the thing: what are you doing that's so different? What are you doing that's leading you to be successful right now?
I mean, I do whatever it takes. I mean, like yesterday, I was out hitting neighborhoods, passing out, little flashlights, my logo on it, information on it. I did that for
Hmm.
3 hours yesterday.
So you just walk the neighborhood doing pop buys.
Yeah.
How did they go?
Well, yesterday I haven't got any feedback from it, but one of my listings, that's how I actually got the listing, was from doing those pop buys in my neighborhood.
So
So
you just door knock them. What exactly are you saying to them when you do that?
I just give them that pop by and be like, hey, if you're in real estate looking to buy or sell, I mean, I'd be more than glad to help you. And
And they just call you just like that.
the one that end up being a listing, he called me like 2 days later. He's like, hey, you were here. He's like, and then I keep seeing you on Facebook because I run Facebook ads too. He's like, so I think you're the one for me. He's like, I think it was just meant to be. So
his mind was already made up that he was going to work with you because you was already out there. You was being social. So here's the thing, people. I'm gonna lean in real quick on this. Here's the thing. He was already doing the work. He was already being social. He was already talking to everybody and making sure people knew who he was. And he just came to that individual at the right time. That's the story. And I want to lean in and say that to people because people don't quite get that. You're already putting in the work. And that the fact that you're putting in the work, the success is coming right away. Sometimes, Paul, you just got to be in the environment of real estate in order to get deals done. And you're a walking, talking proof of that. Talk to me about your first deal, though. Let's talk about that. How did you get your very first deal, though?
Op City.
Op City.
Yeah.
Okay. The dreaded Op City that people complain about. How'd that happen?
I closed that deal exactly 2 months from the date I started. Just took the Op City lead, and it was someone from South Carolina, a lady looking to move to Indiana. And she told me that there's a house, and she's like, I can't go see it. So I was like, I can, video chat you with it. And she's like, that'll work. I went and video chatted it. I went back to the office, and she called me back. She's like, send me the contract.
So that one went over pretty quickly then for you in terms of what you have to do and work to get it.
Yeah.
Right. So how long did it take you to call that lead? When that lead came in, when did you call?
Oh, I called it instantly.
Instantly. Speed to lead, people. Speed to lead. And I'm leaning on that on myself and my team and everyone. If you're not getting that phone call into that lead in 5 minutes, we're gonna round robin that to somebody else because you got to get there quickly. If you don't, they're onto somebody else's website.
Yeah.
Or some other survey. They filled out a survey online. Please believe when they're hungry to buy or sell, they're gonna fill out other surveys. Real quick, if someone was to start in the industry right now, brand new agent, what advice would you give them?
Find the right broker. Shop. Don't
Yes.
Don't go to the first one you choose. I mean, I went to a couple, but I probably didn't even do my due diligence when I entered the market, but I think you need to really, see what all is out there and do your homework. Take notes from each broker. What are they offering? It's an uphill battle. I don't know I'm sure you got more agents in that area than we have, but we got a lot of agents around here. There's probably just as many agents as there is listings right now.
Yeah, there's an agent on every corner.
Yeah.
But the difference is the amount of people who are actually making it happen and who can sell. That's the major difference to me. It's like, can they actually sell? And can they make it happen? And but the broker is so important. Who you're going to. Let's get your take on it. Why do you think that is so important?
For one, training. Training is key with everything. There is some brokers out there. There is no training program. I mean, it's sink and swim, and that's how they do it. They bring in 50 agents. They get 5 that survive. They're happy, but they're not going to give them that training to make them survive.
Yeah, and that's the 80-20 rule.
Yeah. And then the money. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to support your family. I got kids. I got to make money. And
right.
The broker. I mean, the broker does not sell your home. I've learned that from you, watching you a lot. You are selling this home, so it don't matter where you're hanging at from that perspective.
Yeah.
So
I've never had anyone ask me about my broker. Ever.
Right.
I've never had any. I can't think of any lead that asked me about my broker. I've had some ask me if I was a broker, but they don't care. Am I competent? Do I know what I'm doing? Can I sell their house? You reached out to me, right? You're with another brokerage, and just so people know, I'm not actively trying to recruit Paul, but it'd be great if he was to come on over. I'll take anybody to come over to EXP, obviously, and work with them. But you reached out to me about Real Geeks, right?
Yeah.
What made you start looking for something different to use? What were you using before? Let me ask that. And then what made you want to use something else?
I was using Boomtown, and it's expensive. Anybody has to use it. And so, I knew about Real Geeks, but I didn't know a lot about Real Geeks. So I Googled it, and you popped up, and there was a video, and I believe you even do like a walkthrough basically of it. And so I got to see what it is, not a salesman selling it to me. I got to see a user. And then I seen the features it had, and 20% what I was paying before, 25%. So I was
Yeah.
like, why am I here when I can be here? And there's so many features that I ain't even touched yet that I just love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's forever growing and evolving. That's what I love about Real Geeks. I'll be honest, I tell people we have like a little cult following of Real Geeks users, right? People start getting so into their, hey, this is my CRM, this is really great, right? But with Real Geeks, it's kind of a cult following in a sense because they're constantly educating and training, but they're constantly evolving the
Right.
platform. And for me, guys, the bang for the buck is phenomenal. I believe it's 300 a month for an individual agent, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
may have to pay for the feed from your MLS, but that depends on your area, your board, and whatnot. But the features that you get with it, man, for me, it's the best website and CRM combo together. I can
Right.
literally do everything I want to do within Real Geeks. And for me, I started as an individual agent, now I have a team. It's much, much easier for me to bring on more agents and feed them and use Real Geeks to do that. It is literally the core of everything that we do here with Chatman Realty Group and the systems. Everything else that we need to connect with it connects like that. And sometimes we don't even need to connect to anything else. So, but it's funny because I still see people in the Real Geeks mastermind on Facebook complaining about the price increase, and I'm like, all right, go back out there. It's like a buyer going back out there and go try to find another CRM
Yeah.
that is going to be at their price point that's going to be that good. You're not going to find it.
No.
I jumped around. I jumped around to several. I had Boomtown once upon a time, and it's not bad. It's just too expensive. The
Yes.
bang for the buck is just not there for me. The bang for the buck in Real Geeks, man, that's everything. It's everything.
Right. And it's affordable for a new agent or smaller
Hmm.
individual agents, to where Boomtown is. I mean, it's crippling.
Yeah. How much? Boomtown was roughly how much?
I'm closing in on thousands for when I signed up on a promotion deal.
No, 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 no. Well, okay, let's go. Let's back up though. Your brokers, what did they provide you guys for a CRM?
Oh, uh, Delta Net or something. I'll be honest with you, I got like
Yeah,
3 users in it, and I was just like, yeah, this is not for me.
that's not it. Yeah. And once again, let's go back to the broker's conversation, guys. Getting something, what do you get from your broker, right?
Yeah,
And I very much do advocate in having your own CRM away from your broker. And the reason I advocate for that is if you ever leave that broker, you can just leave. When I
yeah,
left KW and I went to EXP, it was a Monday. It was just a Monday or a Tuesday. Nothing changed. I changed that logo around, and that was about it. I still had my business email. I still had the same website. I had the same CRM. Logo change, no big deal. And we just kept doing business. What becomes crippling, and most agents don't understand when they're brand new, is they lean in so much with everything the broker gives them. And when you do that, you got an email branded with their email. You have their website, their CRM. And sometimes getting your leads back from your broker becomes a problem if you decide to move and bounce around. So I'm a big advocate of having some ownership in my own CRM. No, I'm not a big, no, not my thing. So now you just started with my group coaching program, right?
yes,
All right. Well, you and I did a one-on-one coaching at first
yeah.
because I want to say I believe Paul, you was the first person to sign up, if I'm not mistaken. Right. A lot of people say they was going to sign up, but then when it comes down to paying, people don't sign up always. You jumped in and you signed up. How has it been so far for you?
Oh, it is awesome. It is great. I mean, from Bomb Bomb to Real Geeks to just flat out coaching, I have learned so much already going through and watching the videos. And I mean,
Awesome.
I found a lot of flaws even in my daily day routines that I was doing that you don't really see it until you
Mm-hmm.
hear somebody else talking about, well, if you're doing this, and I watched it. I mean, I watched even your YouTube stuff. I still watch, I think it was you and Chauncey, Bam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched an hour long video of you guys, just talking about, making them phone calls and stuff. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm lacking a little bit in that area. And
Yeah.
so after I watched that the next day, you know what I did? I blocked out some time and I'm doing phone calls because I
Yeah.
realized I'm thinking about it, realize, hey, I'm making those mistakes.
I would say that my coaching style is to really try to make you think about
Yeah,
what you're doing and then reflect. Or here's the question number one: would you pay yourself for the work that you did today? Yes or no? And if you're saying no 3 or 4 times out of the week, you got a problem, and you don't have a sustainable real estate business.
right.
We don't have to talk about anything else. If that's the case, and you know that you're getting caught up in Sports Center or First Take or Days of Our Lives, whatever it is, getting caught up on the news, then you need to figure it out. My problem, man, I was getting caught up watching TV. All right, I
Yeah,
have a TV right here. I don't even know why I bought it. It's never on because I get distracted. So you literally got a building, put up a
yeah,
building in the backyard, and that's what you're working out of.
yeah, 100%.
I see. I'm looking at your building right now, man.
Yeah,
I will because for me, this is my little space here, right?
yeah,
In which it's upstairs, it's away from the family. So literally, when I'm upstairs, I'm at work. When I want to go just be dad and husband, let's go downstairs. But I
right.
had to get that mental separation,
Yeah,
and it works. It works because they know when I'm up in here that hey, he's in it. He's in his zone. Leave him be. And that's important that you get the family to understand that too, because sometimes that's a tough part, especially when you got young kids. You got young kids.
yeah.
So how is that working with them, especially working from home? I mean, because
Uh,
they're in school right now. I'm assuming, right?
right. But that's one of the reasons when I decided to switch to the home, working from home, I wanted to be out of the house because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want it because
Mm-hmm.
then they know I'm working. They understand it. They don't want dad going back to that factory job. They
Yeah.
like it that 4 o'clock I can walk in the door, sit down and eat dinner with them if I'm
That's
not
that's
if I'm not out on showing a house. But they understand that there's gonna be times when where there is times when I got to leave, go show a house. They understand that. So,
right. I mean, that's
but
so important because now I look at it this way. Roles in our household almost changed, Paul. Here's the crazy thing. I was the healthcare executive and Stephanie was the stay-at-home mom, right? And so now Stephanie's a teacher and I'm at home working, right? So the kids start looking at me, well, here's my stay-at-home dad, like, really? I'm working. Right? Oh, don't get it twisted. But I take them to school, I pick them up from school. It allows me to sit down and have a conversation with them. Even after school, we'll sit down and we'll cook, right? That's kind of, we're cooking and gives me time to actually talk to them undistracted and just give the kids their time with me.
yeah,
You can't buy that back. You
right.
know, that time will be gone before you know it, man. And I love that. It seems like that's something that you really enjoy and that you can actually spend more time with the kids. Paul, where can people find you again? Where's your website? Let's get all your info out there real quick.
Well, my phone number is 812-664-4619, and my website is makethecalltopaul.com.
I like that. I like that. Make the call to Paul.com. Man, that's a cool website. I had no idea there was a name of it. Well, Paul, I appreciate your time, man. We'll get more into this, and I'll see you on the more coaching, our group coaching that we'll be having. And I know you're going to keep crushing it in the business. And of course, if you need me any kind of way, just reach on out.
I appreciate it, Sascha.
All right. Hey, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace.